Hey everyone, this is Charu, legal intern at Lexis and Company. In this video, we are going to see about the provisions for cruelty to women. At first, section 498A in Indian Penal Code deals with this concept. It was introduced in the year of 1983 to protect married women from being subjected to cruelty by his husband or his relatives. A punishment extending to 3 years and fine has been prescribed. The expression of cruelty has been defined in wide terms so as to include inflicting physical or mental harm to the body or health of the woman and indulging in acts of harassment with a view to coerce her or her relations to meet any unlawful demand for any property or valuable security. Harassment for dowry falls within the sweep of latter limb of this section. Creating a situation driving the women to commit suicide is also one of the ingredients of cruelty according to this provision. For commission of an offence under section 498A, there are a few necessary elements required to be satisfied. Firstly, the woman must be married, and secondly, she must be subjected to cruelty or harassment. Thirdly, such cruelty or harassment must have been shown either by husband of the woman or by the relative of her husband. Here, every harassment or cruelty does not amount to cruelty within the meaning of section 498A. For the purpose of section 498A, harassment simpliciter is not cruelty, and it is only when harassment is committed for the purpose of coercing a woman or any other person related to her to meet any unlawful demand for property, etc., then that amounts to cruelty punishable under section 498A of Indian Penal Code. Now coming to section 113A in Evidence Act 1872, it deals with the presumption as to abetment of suicide by a married woman. Here, when the question is whether the commission of suicide by a woman had been abetted by her husband or any relative of her husband, and it is shown that she had committed suicide within a period of 7 years from the date of her marriage, and that her husband or such relative of her husband had subjected her to cruelty. The court may presume, having regard to all the other circumstances of the case, that such suicide had been abetted by her husband or by such relative of her husband. The provision under the offence under section 498A IPC is cognizable, that is a case in which a police officer may arrest the accused without an arrest warrant. If the information relating to the commission of the offence is given to an officer in charge of a police station by the person aggrieved by the offence or by any person related to her by blood, marriage or adoption, or if there is no such relative by any public servant belonging to such class or category as may be notified by the state government in this behalf. Also, it is a non-bailable offence. Section 498A of IPC was introduced with the avowed object to combat the menace of dowry deaths and harassment to a woman at the hands of her husband or his relatives. Nevertheless, the provision should not be used as a device to achieve oblique motives. Section 498A of Indian Penal Code also holds dowry demand. Dowry demand is included in the unlawful demand as contemplated under explanation B of section 498A in the IPC. However, it need not be the only demand. The Supreme Court in Modin Saab Kashim Saab versus the state of Karnataka in 2013 held that a demand of rupees 10,000 towards repayment of a society loan, though not a dowry demand, was an unlawful demand sufficient to attract section 498A. So these are the important provisions in law that deals with harassment to women in a matrimonial relationship. So that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like this video, comment your feedbacks and subscribe to LexLick for more legal stuff.